3:17 this morning, the Menlo Park Fire District received a phone call that we had some difficulty in the beginnings with translation, but understood that we had a residential fire. It was in a small apartment complex. And so there's one unit on the lower floor that was involved. We had some next door neighbors that attempted to extinguish or control the fire with a couple of extinguishers through a broken window and then a garden hose. When the fire department arrived, we forced entry into the unit and were able to just put a very small amount of water on the fire and extinguished it. And then we also performed search and rescue, of which we were informed that possibly there were a couple of people inside. We did find two individuals inside. One was deceased, and the other is in critical condition at Stanford Hospital at this moment. So the residents, it was evident they were smokers and had removed the smoke alarms. And so the fact that there was a fire in their unit, they were not alerted to the presence of a fire. So that could have definitely contributed to, the incident that did happen this morning. The cause is under investigation still at this time, but it does not appear to be suspicious, and I'll leave it at that. Typically, I believe it depends on where you're at in our district. I believe that we've got pretty good compliance overall, but when it comes to rental units, it's difficult for owners to keep those, working well, just because tenants may remove them, whether that is due to them wanting to remove the batteries because of annoyance. Whether it's due to chirping, if there's, dust or debris in them, or a lot of times in smaller units, their cooking may set them off. It could just be poor location. But either way, I do believe that the best way is to make sure that you have properly located and good new functioning smoke alarms, smoke detectors, and then that can help with eliminating false alarms, and then making sure that you do have a good working smoke detector to alert you and your family to get out in adequate time. There was only the one unit that was involved. There were 4 units that are above this unit. However, we worked with PG&E to secure gas and electric so that all of those families could return back home and be able to have Christmas at their homes. So it is only the one unit. There was no structural damage. It was purely just the contents that involved. It was a very slow, small smoldering fire that produced a lot of smoke and heat in the unit, which contributed to our issue this morning.